Hello guys, if you're new to Amazon Web Services, then this video is for you. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how do we create an Amazon EC2 instance manually. So the Amazon homepage looks like this, and in order to create an AWS EC2 instance, there is a search bar on the top left. So here you need to search for EC2, and you need to select the very first one. And once you are into the EC2 dashboard, then you can see a lot of options on the left panel and also on the main dashboard. So you can see a lot of things like instances, auto scaling groups, dedicated host. So these are all the different set of features that are available to support the EC2. And if I want to create an EC2 instance, then I can use this option called as launch instance. So I can click on this launch instance, and as soon as I click on the launch instance button, so I am redirected to this page. So here you can see like a lot of things: launch an instance and name and tags, and also different set of OS operating systems you can see here. And I also have the different instance types, the key pair login, network settings, and also the configuration storage. And on the right side, you can see the number of instances is assigned to as one, and you can see a lot of things like firewall, security group, and also at the bottom you can see an option called as launch instance. So before I gonna create a new EC2 instance, before that I need to fill few of the fields, and also need to do few of the selections within this page, so that then I can be able to create an EC2 instance. So the very first thing I need to do is like I need to fill this very first field, so which is the name of this EC2 instance. So for now, I'm going to name this EC2 instance as something like test, or my first instance, something like this. My first EC2 instance. So this is going to be the name of the AWS EC2 for the one which I'm going to create now. And you can see a big list of operating system names here: Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, and Debian. So there are like these are the different operating systems that we might be hearing. So here I'm going to choose the Windows as my operating system. So these are all called as the AMIs. So AMIs in the sense, once you create the instance, so what kind of operating system do you want to install into that instance is what the selection is here. So if you choose Mac OS, uh, whatever the instance you are going to create, so in that instance, these operating systems will be installed. And in this particular scenario, I'm choosing Ubuntu as the operating system. So whenever the instance is created, the Ubuntu operating system is going to be installed in this particular instance. So then I have chosen Ubuntu as my operating system, which I prefer. And then you can see here the instance type. So here you can see a lot of options. So currently I'm choosing the instance type, which is a free tier eligible one. So apart from the free tier eligibility instance, you can see a different set of instances, something like T2 nano, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium. So these are all the different instances types that are available on EC2. So the only difference is that each instance type will have its own RAM and ROM capacities. So if you see, if you can compare the T2 nano with the T2 micro, so here, if you can see, for T2 nano, it is offering one virtual CPU, and in T2 micro, also it is operating the same virtual CPU as one. And if you see the memory limit, so if you are using T2 micro, then the memory capacity is going to be 0.5 gigabytes or GBs. And if you choose T2 micro, it is going to be 1 gigabyte or 1 GB. And so these are the very minute differences. And also you can find the differences in terms of billing as well. So if you see, if you select any T2 nano, so if you choose an Linux instance, they are going to charge you 0.0062 USD per hour. And if you choose a T2 Micro Linux, then they're going to charge you 0.0124. So, and if you also compare T2 Micro with T2 Small, the billing cost is going to be a bit higher, because whatever the resources they are going to provide would be of high capacity compared to the previous one. So if you take T2 Nano, so it is bit smaller than T2 Micro. And when you compare T2 Small and T2 Micro, so T2 Small is the greater one, and so on. So the whole process continues like this, and you can find tens of different instance types. So for now, I'm going to choose T2 Micro, which is a free tier eligible instance. And then, so for now, I'm not going to set up any key pair. And so I'm going to proceed without any key pair. So because I'm not going to SSH into my local instance, so that is why I'm trying to avoid this. And then if you wanted to create a new pair, and if you wanted to SSH from your laptop or the local machine, then you need to create a key pair for this instance and attach to this instance. And then you should be able to log into the EC2 from your local machine. And here I need to do some sort of network settings, or wherein I wanted to regulate who can access this instance, or who can do any sort, like all the sort of regulations can be done from here. So for now, I'm going to create a new security group, and I'm going to allow the SSH traffic, and also I'm going to allow the HTTPS traffic, and also the HTTP traffic. So I'm going to create a new security group with the different rules like SH, HTTPS, and HTTP. And then, so like I'm creating a very minimalistic one. So just to show and tell you the different set of things, I'm just going with the very basic things which is provided by the AWS default. And as soon as the security group is created, the security group name is going to be something like launch wizard 1. And so here I am putting the number of instances as 1. So which means only one EC2 instance is going to be created. And if you put something like 100, so in that scenario, it is going to create 100 number of instances. So for now, I'm putting the number of instances count as 1. And then I'm going to click on this launch instance. So as soon as I click on this one, so I should be able to see an instance. So whatever the instance we have created just now, we can see it here in the EC2 dashboard. So if you can go to the instance running, and if you can remove this filter, so you can see one of the instances is running, is in the creation state. So this will take like 30 seconds of time just to come up. So now the instance is running. So this is how you create the EC2 instance on a AWS. So see you in the next video, guys.